Welcome back. It's the dog. If this is your first time at SWOOP Reactions, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit share. Make sure you comment below. Now, I have a video that I'm going to do for y'all today. This one is called YG Transvestigation. Now, I'm the first to transvestigate YG and his affiliates and associates. Now, no one's ever done this. And many of my videos I'm the first to do, I'm the first to cover. So let me give y'all some disclosure before we get into this video, because I wanted to start including that my videos are not satire, they're not comedy, they're not, just jokes and all that. All my videos are informational and educational. Now, does that mean I'm above correction? No. Does that mean I'm above approach? No. Above criticism? No. I don't know these people personally. These are public, public figures. These are public figures who have put their lives in the public for our entertainment, our criticism, and our opinions, etc. So when you get on public, just like I'm opening myself up to the same type of scrutiny. So don't mind if I come out and I have my opinion, I have my criticism, I have whatever I have to get out as far as my observation and my contribution to the collective perception of anybody. I can do that, and so can you. Get up on your soapbox and you give your opinion. And I want y'all to have your opinion. I want y'all to say what y'all want to say, even if it's criticism of me or anybody else. Make sure y'all type that comment below. Now, with that being said, y'all, let's go ahead and get into this transvestigation. So I'm quite sure y'all seen the thumbnail. The thumbnail had YG and all of YG's public exes or relationships, whether they're current or in the past. Now, I want to take y'all through those relationships, because what I noticed, if you are not blind, you'll clearly see that YG has the features of a female. He has very shallow eyes, very close together eyes, very soft eyes like a female. He has small hands, feminine hands. He has a feminine arch and bend to him a little bit. The bend. All these niggas be bending, but he got a feminine sway about him. And the more I look at his partners, the more prevalent and evident does that come out. So let's go ahead and pull up YG's dating history, because a lot of people don't question who you're dating, for what reason. YG's dating history. We're going to do a quick Google search, and hopefully this Google search keep up with us. But here we go. Let's just take an overall look at YG before we get into it. So we already know off the bat, YG has a very kind of V-line shaped jawline. If y'all don't understand, that is a feminine feature. That's a feminine trait. Now, if you look at my face, let me see this. Hang on. Let me get this out the way. All right. Damn, still in the way somehow. All right, y'all see this? Box. Straight down. Box. Square jawline. Not a V like this. His shit is like this. My shit is like this. Box. You see what I'm saying? So he has a V line jawline. Now, his eyes are shallow, so he doesn't have much for a brow ridge. You see this? You see this fucking brow ridge? Brow ridge. My shit. You see that? Brow ridge. He don't have much for that. I know I got a lot of meat on my face. You know what I'm saying? My face is chunky monkey right now, but he doesn't have a pronounced brow ridge, despite the fact that he's skinny. So these features should pop out more on him. Like for example, an Adam's apple, a pronounced or Adam's apple will be more prevalent in somebody who is his size. Like he's pretty small dude. Comparison to me, I'm loading around 350. I'm 350 right now. I'm a big dude, big, solid. That's why you ain't heard nobody running up on me, punching on me, doing none of that shit. You know why? I'm a heavyweight. I'll fuck around and beat you to death. So, look, skinny dude. Where the hell is YG's, where's his Adam's apple? Where's his Adam's apple, people? He don't have a pronounced Adam's apple. I'm pretty sure he could fix that with surgery or some other form of testosterone therapy to help him build or get a damn Adam's apple. But the dude, he got like a deeper voice. He got like that DDG shit going on. I don't know. Maybe he one of them master of his voices or something like that. You know, he is a rapper, artist, whatever y'all want to call it. But this picture right here, this picture right here. Look at this, y'all. This picture right here tells it all. Soft, feminine eyes, symmetrical eyes, y'all. Look at these eyes. Symmetrical. You know whose eyes are not normally symmetrical like that? Males. Most males have a lazy eye. So, like, our eyes, one eye might be bigger than the other. That's why I got these shades on. My eyes are not symmetrical. I'm not a pretty nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's just not what I am. That's not who I am. On the other end, YG has the symmetrical female bedroom eyes. You see this? See what I'm saying? So, look at this. Also, he has a very small forehead, close together eyes. V on the chin. This is when he's young and turned at the peak of his masculinity. This is when he first came out, I believe. So he was about anywhere from 18 to 20 years old. Most 18 to 20-year-old, that's a grown-ass man at that point. You're a grown-ass man. You're an adult. Why does your jawline look like that? And you are YG is very physical at this time. He doing a lot of that jerking and shit. He moving a lot. So where the hell is your definition with the muscles or even a thicker neck? Look how skinny and frail his neck is. Crazy work. That is not masculine. This is very feminine. Looks like a stud. Looks like a stud to me. I'm just saying. This looks like a stud. Now, do I believe that YG is just some kind of stud? No. I think YG is a industry plant Satanist whose come up is just like Nipsey Hussle's. I believe that these dudes went through transformation as children. Probably right out of the womb. And unfortunately, this is the norm in California, especially. California is known for transforming children. Okay? It's very widely acceptable in the state of California. California is probably the most laxed when it comes to transformation and pushing the trans agenda upon kids, young infants even. So your doctors right now in California will allow you to transition your child before puberty ever comes near them. You see what I'm saying? So if you go through such a transformation at that age and you never go through puberty, you never get tits, you never get, proper development as a female, you will probably come out as a YG, a Nipsey Hussle, a Tyga, Orlando Brown. Who's all these other dudes, man? This dude is around, all the people he's around are Transformers. Okay? Suspicious Transformer Decepticons. Okay? And let's not, I'm going to get into his whole career as a blood too, so-called blood coming up in Compton and being, claiming Treetop and all that. Look, the dude started claiming Treetop when he was about 17. He started claiming Treetop and got put on at 17 years old, according to him. So you was 17 years old, blood. You start gangbanging. You know what a 17-year-old is? That is somebody who is what is that? A late bloomer. Severely late bloomer. Most motherfuckers who are gangbanging start gangbanging as children. I'm talking about when you elementary school I was gangbanging. Preschool I was gangbanging, nigga. In preschool I was already gangbanging. So most of us who have come up in these hoods have been banging all our lives. You started gangbanging when you was already a grown-ass adult. You were 17, I believe. 16, 17. You start gangbanging as a teenager, you're already old as fuck as far as this gang shit go. You get put on right after that, you blow up in the industry with Tooted and Booted and all these other songs. Okay? So you only had about a year of gang activity before you got taken out of that and put on the big screen and all this shit where you become an industry blood. You know what I'm saying? So this nigga never gang banged against no motherfucking crabs or none of that. He never did none of that. He don't have no history of that. He don't have nothing to confirm that. Nothing. And this is why he's so friendly with the crabs. This is why he's so friendly with enemies. All this shit. The only smoke I've ever seen YG have is for other Pirus, other bloods. I believe it's that way because this dude only gangbanged to get his way inside the industry. Without gangbanging, who the fuck is YG? Without the bloods, where would YG's career be? What would he have to talk about? Y'all see what I'm saying? A fucking jerker? Yeah, jerk. I know. You a jerk. I know. Yeah. A lot of people was laughing at Sada Baby because Sada Baby didn't get put on until he was like 20-something, and he went to California to do so, like a fucking idiot. See, Sada Baby is also a late bloomer. Sada Baby could have been from Red Zone or somewhere in Detroit, could have been from that, but he decided to get famous and go to California and join Luther's Park. Or get put on Luther's Park. This nigga's a Piru from fucking Detroit. Ridiculous. Niggas start gangbanging for a career. This is what these niggas do. They join late bloomer ass niggas, blood. I can't respect you as a Damu per se when it comes to real members like myself and others who've been doing this shit since we were children. When it comes to this blood thing, homie, you are a perpetrator, a fraud. Just some nigga who's been accepted by a bunch of other busters because they want to be associated with you. because you are an artist and you come with this fame and you come with the money, you come with all this other shit that has nothing to do with the gang, has nothing to do with us. We don't benefit from that outside of your loose association to us. Yeah, we might get some clout for being around you, but that's about it. And you ain't a hardcore touchdown homie like none of us. You ain't like none of us, nigga. Yeah, but YG, as far as YG's gang career, YG has no gang career. The niggas only was banging maybe 1 or 2 years before the nigga blew up and got taken off of the gang scene and got put into the Hollywood scene. You see what I'm saying? So he's a horrible representation of the Bloods. He's a horrible demonstration, horrible representation of the Bloods. And he's only a pawn so that he could make all this Brit music so that y'all could try to bring Bloods and Crips together to exploit the gang culture for your own monetary value and benefit and gain. This is what's going on. Meanwhile, you know, the rest of us are at war like we've always been. And obviously, y'all getting a lot of people hurt, a lot of people killed because y'all want to hang out with the ops and y'all are deeply associated with the ops. And that's called treason. Y'all remember what happened to High Top? Yeah, YG deserves the High Top treatment. Not only YG, but YG's associates, his managers, all of them deserve a swift put off because they're guilty of treason. Anyways, let me get back to transvestigating this dude. Like I said, feminine, very feminine. Now, I've shared this many times. California is known for inversion, is known for perversion, and this is just another product of it. Mr. Bitches ain't shit and all that, right? Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Look at those eyes, people. Look into my eyes and tell me what it is you see. I see a bitch. Look at those eyes, bro. No bra ridge, people. All right? Shallow eyes. Little small eyes. He got little tiny eyes, people. Little tiny eyes. That shit crazy. So, these little tiny, little small little eyes, little feminine bedroom eyes, bro. Shit's out. But let's go ahead and on YG's girlfriends. YG's relationships. Now, the first relationship I'm going to go on is going to be his earliest known relationship. And, you know, look, I put YG's relationships. What are the first things that come up? It's a picture of this chick. Mainly, who's that? That's a rapper known as Kalani. Kalani. Who is Kalani? And I think he has the most pictures with Kalani. He has very, professional looking pictures of him kissing and holding on to Kalani. All right? Let's talk about Kalani, but I wanted to talk about, before we get into Kalani, right? Before we get into Kalani, let's go into his main relationship, which is his child's mother. Who is YG's baby mama? There we go. Hang on. YG's baby mama is a woman named Shawnee Jackson. Okay? Often called Mama by YG. Hold up. Oh no, this is his mama. I'm looking for. Oh, this says his relationship with his mother. Not his mother. We want his baby mother. Want his baby mother. You know, y'all. I'm so stuffy, bro. I done took a Sudafed and everything. Take a look. So YG, also known as Keenan Ray Jackson, has an off and on relationship history with Caitlin Sparks, the mother of his daughters, his two daughters, Harmony and Vibe. The pair have shared a long-term co-parent dynamic through YG's. He also has a public link of other high-profile relationship over the years. And here goes his relationship overview. I'm going to read that, but check it out. It says, the children, YG and Caitlin Sparks, share two daughters, Harmony and Vibe. So they have an on and off again relationship type shit. Let's check out the pictures. I want to make sure I got this right. Y'all let me know in the chat if this is right or not. Let me know, chat. So, this is the baby mama. Now, this is the only video I can find of YG. The only picture I can find with YG kind of in an intimate setting with this baby mama. You know what I noticed? His baby mama looks a lot like this chick. This is Kalani. His baby mama looks a lot like Kalani. Both light skinned, heavy tattoos. They look alike. They favor each other. Especially in this part. Like, you see her right here? Don't they favor each other? Light-skinned bitches. Dramatically larger jawlines than YG. Look at YG's jawline compared to her. You see that? Hang on. Let me pull this up here, people. Let me pull this up so y'all can see it a little bit better, bro. Alright, so for whatever reason, it's not letting me pull it up the way that I want to pull it up so I can see it better. We can see it better. I want to click on the little video. I just want y'all to see the face of YG and YG's baby mama together, bro. I want y'all to get a good look at that joint. Maybe I edited it in somehow so y'all can see the picture better. But if we take a look at this picture, YG's and YG baby mama, the jawline of YG is again very V-shaped, very feminine. The jawline on his baby mama is very masculine. Look, the eyes, they're right next to each other, people. The head of YG's head is vastly smaller than YG's baby mama's head. YG's baby mama's head is vastly bigger than YG's skull. They're right next to each other, people. This is given, what's the video I did before? With another blood from California who, you know, I did a transvestigation on, Munchie B. Now, Munchie B and YG are, you know, relatively close associates. I seen them together in videos, but they have the very similar facial build. And when they're around other biological females, they look and favor them, like how he was looking with ASHAPP. However, he was next to another chick named, I think her name was Maria or something like that, his co-host on No Jumper, and is also his co-host on Street TV, Alex Alonso's channel. And that chick has very deep set eyes and a square jawline. Now, this YG's baby mama looks very much like her, with the square jawline, wide set apart eyes, big forehead, slump back forehead, just like this other chick he's in videos with or pictures with, Kalani. Let's see if we could get a better picture. Look at Kalani. Here we go again. Same situation with him and his baby mama. Kalani, square jawline, big ass head, slope back forehead, wide set eyes, deep sunken in eyes, square jawline, people. The bitch has a more masculine jawline than mine. I'm like, damn, I need to chew some gum. I gotta strengthen my damn jawline. I gotta get my jawline popping like hers. Her shit's carved from stone. On stone. The fuck? This bitch got a stone cold jawline. I wouldn't be caught dead with this bitch. Look at this jawline, people. I wouldn't be caught dead around this transformer with a jawline like this. You would never. Wow, look at that jawline, people. Look at that jawline. You have to be blind not to see this. Look, I want y'all to see this, bro. Do y'all see this jawline? Holy. Hey, I know I'm probably blocking it with this. Holy moly. Do y'all see the jawline, people? Holy crud. Look at that. Do you see the jawline? That is crazy work. Do y'all see that? Bruh, you have to be blind. YG again with the very feminine V-shaped jawline next to his girlfriend at the time, Kalani, with the very masculine jawline, bro. Very masculine. Wide set apart eyes, deep sunken in eyes, square jawline. Big ears. Look how much bigger Kalani's ears are to YG's ears. You see YG's ear. Very small. Kalani's damn near twice the size, bro. Never would I ever be in a relationship like this. This right here is satanic. It's inverted and perverted. Just like the rest of these sodomites in California, they have very similar relationships, like Nipsey Hussle and what's the other chick name? Nipsey Hussle and his so-called wife girlfriend. She was never his wife, but they call her his wife. Who's that chick? She's also Lil Wayne's baby mama. What was her name? Everybody thought she was so fine. Cause she a little older now, so she gonna start showing what that age do. You know what I'm saying? How the Nipsey Hussle. I remember she was in a movie where her jawline was just like Kalani's. So Nipsey got 2 baby mamas, allegedly. Here we go. Her. Whatever the hell her name is. What was her name again, people? Wow, huh? Look, this one too. Look at those eyes. Look at those big old... Oh, my God. Now, this one. Look, this one. YG and whatever her name is. What the hell is her name, people? Right here. You see that jawline? Whose jawline? That looks just like Kalani. She got the Kalani jawline. And the money is you got the Kalani jawline. You got the Kalani jawline. Yeah, you got the Kalani jawline. Look at this. Look at this, people. Look at that jawline, bro. Look at Nipsey Hussle's soft jawline. And look at this one. Harder jawline. More masculine jawline, people. Now, this one looks like it got more work done to the jaw. Look like this one got some jaw shaving. You know, that's very normal in the transformer community. These people go and get surgeries to demasculize their jawline, but that tissue and stuff, it grows back. Okay, so she could have got it. She could have got it chiseled off. That shit grew back. And sometimes people, they'll post these photos and they be photoshopped to give them more feminine features. So when you be opening the magazine, don't think those photos are not photoshopped. The majority of those photos are photoshopped, people. What the hell is her name? Baby mother. I don't think Nipsey Hussle was ever married. I could be wrong, but a lot of people were saying what's her face was a wife, and a lot of people were saying that's cap, that she was never his wife. Hang on. I just want to show y'all shorty. What is? All right, hang on. Laura London. Okay, that's her name. Laura London. They act like Lauren London is some well-known actor. Not really, bro. I only seen the bitch in like 2 movies, bro. She's not like a big well-known actor. She was an ATL hoe. With another very feminine female to male known as T.I. Okay? Very known about T.I. T.I. look like a bitch. You know who looks more masculine? His wife. Tiny look like the nigga in the relationship. For Lauren London in particular. Let me show y'all Laura London and her damn masculine ass jawline. And I did a transvestigation on Nipsey Hussle. I need to update that because obviously I did it way long time ago when my editing skills were trash. So I did what I could. But look at this. Look at this, people. Now, I know a lot of the photos are photoshopped off the bat. Off the bat. A lot of the photos are photoshopped. There was a video. I'm going to have to try to edit it in, but like, holy. And then, look here, if y'all don't know, Nipsey Hussle be hype boosting people. He be hype boosting. These dudes are not that tall. These dudes got knee work. They be standing on stilts, bro. They do all kind of shit to get their height up. Nipsey Hussle wasn't above that, bro. Look at this jawline, people. Holy. Look at that jawline. Look at this jaw. Hang on. What movies were Lauren London? I remember this one movie that she was in very recently. And it was older. It's an older movie of her. And the jawline was just crazy. Because she got older. And the jawline it was way crazier. This one, where she's in a relationship with a white boy named Jonah Hill. That's the one. Here we go. You people. See, her discography is not too crazy. Here we go. You people. All these movies, I'm never watched these movies. Never planned on watching them. Whole list of garbage. Garbage movies. But usually her movies are romanticized, romantic based. Look, holy crap, look at that picture right there. This picture right here is gold. Hold up. I want to see if I can pull that picture up a little bit bigger. Look at that picture. Look, non-symmetrical eyes. You see what I'm saying? Y'all remember what I said about non-symmetrical eyes earlier? How most males have a wonky eye. Like one's a little bit bigger than the other. This is Laura London. What does she got? Wonky eyes, bro. One eye larger than the other. They're not symmetrical. You know what that means? These eyes belong to a male. If we put her eyes next to YG's eyes are symmetrical and they're feminine. Hers are masculine. If y'all are you blind? Are you blind? Are you blind? Look at the eyes, people. Look at these eyes. Do you see the eyes? Right there. Them eyes, wonky eyeball, people. Non-symmetrical. This right here, masculine jawline, people. This picture right here is gold. I can't believe I stumbled onto this picture. Disregard that movie with Jonah Hill, even though she looks terrible in that movie. She looks way worse than this picture. But still, this picture right here shows and proves everything you need to know about her. This right here is a male. She never had no baby, people. That shit is cap and it's a lie. So if she had these eyes, people, this one can never get pregnant. This one cannot be and is not Nipsey Hussle's baby mama. How could you be Nipsey Hussle's baby mama when you are a fucking biological dude? Get the hell out of here. So, y'all let me know in the comment section. Am I crazy? Am I blind? Are you blind? Are you stupid? You don't know what the hell you're talking about. See, I do trans investigations because I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I have eyes, I have my opinion, and I can see. I can see very well. My eyes still work. And while y'all in there drunk and intoxicated and retarded, and when these transformers bag you, a lot of y'all know that these people are males and y'all still going because you're fruitcake. You stick your thing in whatever. Crazy. Fruitcake. Anyways, this is Laura London, and this is undeniable proof that Laura London is born a male. In my opinion. Let's go back, y'all. Let's go back to YG. So, because I want to get YG out the way before I go do my thing. Next. So Nipsey Hussle, I believe Nipsey Hussle was actually born a transformer. However, not only do I believe Nipsey Hussle is a fucking agent, a CIA operative, but as far as him being FTM and all that, that's just my educated guess. Shit, he could be a biological male. Maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe he's just homosexual. See, a lot of these dudes are just homosexuals and they give off feminine energy because they're around, gay people and they doing a lot of feminine shit. Hang on, I guess I cannot hold this. I gotta make a stop and I'll come back and we'll finish up. All right, bam on the bagman with the dragmans everywhere, man. Dragmans are everywhere, bruv. Dragmans are everywhere with this YG character, bro. YG surrounded by dragmen in his relationships. So we went over Kalani. We went over the baby mama. Baby mama is very suspect. I would love to see more pictures of YG's baby mama. YG's baby mama is also very suspicious. Look at this. Look at those shoulders. This is YG's baby mama. Look at the shoulders. Very masculine. These are very masculine shoulders. Chest. You could tell that this is a flat-chested being who has fake tits. Okay? Big fake titties. So like a flat-chested dude with some fake titties slapped on it. Makeup. Thick neck. YG can't get a neck like this. Not without doing a lot of training. So this is YG's baby mama. Looks very much like Kalani. YG's baby mama. That looks like any other drag man that I've ever seen. Wow, look at this. YG's baby mama kills 89-year-old woman in car crash. That's nuts. So this is what YG's baby mama is known for. Holy, look at that jawline. Look at this, people. Holy. Would you date somebody with a jawline like that, people? If you would, you are a flaming maggot. Maggot. You're a maggot. Look up. If you show up to the section around us with that thing, you're not gonna hear the end of it ever. Never, ever, ever. We see you kissing up on this thing. Oh, nigga, no. No. Nah, nigga, nah, nigga, nah, nigga. Nigga, nigga, nigga. Nigga, nigga, nigga. 400. 400. Fuck out of here, funky. Funky ass 400. 4-finger, 4 funky banger, blood. Fuck out of here, blood. This the trays, nigga. Funky ass nigga. Funky banger, blood. Fuck out of here, blood. Tray side all day, homie. And look, when it comes to this blood shit, like, you know, I'm from the 30s. I have a very long history of beefing with the funkies, beefing with the dummies, which is the dubs, 2 O's. And then I'm from the trade, so we beef with everything on both sides, blood. And I chirp on the homies too, tramps. I be tripping on everybody who wants some. Come get some, blood. I'm more they sangre. Anybody that need it, come on get it, blood. Fuck out of here, bitch. Anyways, on to the next relationship. Holy. We got Brittany Renner and YG. Brittany Renner and YG. He kissing Brittany Renner's stomach. Pregnancy. Listen to this. It says YG has wifed up Brittany Renner. All this type of stuff, right? People are going crazy about it. You know, when it was first announced and all that stuff. But turns out Brittany Renner was never pregnant by the rapper YG. The rumors started in August 2022. So 4 years ago, people, when YG used promotional cover art for his single Toxic, featuring himself kneeling and kissing Renner's apparent baby bump. But was that a baby bump? No. The truth. Listen to this. It was later revealed that to be a marketing stunt and promotional rollout for the release of the Toxic music video. So, Renner's baby bump was not real. It was a silicone. It's a silicone baby bump. Listen to this. So Renner, you can't really trust that Brittany Renner's ever been pregnant. Is what I'm trying to get at here. Oh, that face right there too. I want to show y'all Brittany Renner's face because a lot of y'all are just looking. There we go. Listen to this. This is the rumor about Brittany Renner's having a fake pregnancy stemmed from August 2022 promotional stunt with rapper YG, where she wore an apparent fake baby bump for the cover art for a single Toxic. Okay? So it was fake. Excuse me. Now, if Renner could fake a baby bump for YG, if Renner could fake a baby bump with YG like she did here, why couldn't she also fake a baby bump right here? Okay? Y'all think that she can't fake a baby bump here, but she faked one with YG? Y'all think this is a real baby bump? You're out your mind. If you think this is real, you are blind, people. Or you're easily manipulated. That's what it is. Y'all easily manipulated. You see a big fake pregnancy belly like this, and y'all going, oh, this one could get pregnant. No, people. Look at that face. Look at Brittany Renner's face. Now, I know we could get lost in the sauce when it comes to the body. Is this Brittany Renner? I don't think this is Brittany Renner. Oh, that ain't Brittany Renner. Who the hell is that? This picture right here. This is supposedly Brittany Renner and her baby daddy, NBA player PJ Washington. But PJ Washington is nothing more than a sodomite who likes Transformers like Brittany Renner. Okay? They have a fake baby. This is not real. This is a silicone bump, people. This is a silicone bump. And I'm going to prove it to y'all by showing y'all Brittany Renner's face. Because it's a Lauren London right here. This is a Lauren London face, people. Let me show y'all. Brittany Renner's face. Look right here. This picture right here. Deep set eyes, people. These right here are two males. One just on estrogen. Extreme amounts of estrogen. Let's find a straight up photo of Brittany Renner's. Here we go. We're just going to take a look at Brittany Reynolds. Y'all see that face? This is Brittany Reynolds. Take a look at that face. What do y'all see? I see big, gigantic eyes. Let's look at those eyes. Those eyes, despite all this trying to distract us, the big eyebrows, the sharp eyebrows and the big old lashes, trying to cover up them deep socket eyes. We got one wonky eye right here. This eye right here is bigger than this eye. These are not symmetrical eyes. Non-symmetrical. They're wide apart with that big wide nose ridge right here. And the jawline, despite what I believe is a lot of surgery to try to give that V line A lot of surgery on his face. This right here, I believe, is still a dude. Now, let's find some other pictures that will help us grasp what we're looking at here. Now, and then also look at who she's associated with. YG. She's also been married, apparently, to Kevin Gates. Now, we all know Kevin Gates messed with them boys. Kevin Gates messed with them Transformers. That's what Kevin Gate is, a booty-eating known sodomite. Now, look at them hands, people. And look here. He's also married to another Transformer. Married to Drika. If y'all look at Drika Gates, if y'all look at Drika up close and personal, you'll tell right off the bat Drika's a dude. All day. Drika's an invert. All day. It's not rocket science. But look here, this one's been passed around. This ball's been passed around to everybody. Look at how many men she's laying on this dude one day, laying on this dude the next, hugged up with this guy the next day. You know, this bitch is everywhere, like air. You know what I'm saying? They pass this thing around. This thing is a toss up. Here you go, hot potato. Here you go. Here you go. Disgusting. Disgusting. No control. This bitch is for everybody. But this ain't really about her. But I'm just showing y'all, if she faked it if she was faking it with YG, why don't y'all think she is faking it or has faked it before? Like, look at this. Look at this, people. Nonsense. Brittany Renner. Nonsense. Fake ass, fake bump, flat back. Flat back. Look at his back, people. Flat back. Hold up. Let's see them backs. Let's see the backside. They shoulders, backs look the same to me. I ain't gonna front. The backs look the same. I can't really see too much because that's a little, maybe my glasses. I don't know. There's a little curve right there. Am I convinced? No. I'm not convinced. It's a little bit of curve, but I'm still not convinced. Brittany Renner, we could do a trans investigation. I could break that down and we'll get to the bottom of it. But look at this. Look at this picture right here. Holy crap. Look at that face, y'all. Look at this. So this side is different from this side. This side looks bigger. Look at how, look, not symmetrical. This side is bigger and this eye is bigger. It's wonky than this side. So that's telling me there's something going on chemically in the face. One side of the face is lopsided to this side, not symmetrical. And that's telling me there's some sort of alteration that's happening or happened. Okay? With the Brittany Renner. Hang on, people. Oh, sheesh. Whew. This Brittany Renner deserves a video all on her own, though. I ain't gonna front. Brittany Renner deserves her own video for sure. Y'all let me know in the comment section if y'all want me to do a whole video about Brittany Renner and why I think it's very much possible that this is a Transformer as well. Did I leave anybody out? Oh, We left out Sweetie. Sweetie. YG is also involved with a woman publicly known as Sweetie. Now, Sweetie is best known for her relationship with the rapper Offset of the Migos. Sweetie is like Brittany Renner as far as the pass around. You know, this bitch been with everybody. Everybody done had they time with Sweetie. Sweetie has been with everybody. But here we go. Here, and everywhere. But, oh, look at this picture right here. This picture right here is the most damning. This picture right here is horrible. Hang on. Let me see if we get a bigger picture. Or a better picture. Here we go. Now, if y'all don't notice right here, right? I'm going to try to get this picture more bigger for y'all. But YG, forward slumping shoulders, because, you know, he's a biological female. So he doesn't have a straight frame. Meanwhile, her frame's straight up and down. See that? How the shoulders are broad and straight. You see what I'm saying? His is forward slumping like a female. Her shit straight. Masculine. Very masculine stance. Very feminine stance. See what I'm saying? Jawlines are very comparable. But that forehead right there, that forehead, let's see if we can get it. That forehead right here, Sweetie has a slump back forehead. See that? Slump back forehead. They trying to hide it with the little baby hairs. You see what I'm saying? But that's a slump back forehead with a big wig on. I mean, that looks very masculine and manly. Looks like a transformer to me. Let's take a more look at Sweetie. Look at Sweetie right here. Fake titties. Who has fake titties? Do a biological female need fake titties? No. Who needs the fake testicles on their chest? Yeah, males who are trying to deceive other males. Look at those. Look at that chest. It's just like his baby mama's chest. Flat chested, wide, broad shoulders, fake titties, just like his baby mama. People. Is that YG and Keke Palmer? Is that YG right there? I'm not sure. Look like YG. But Keke Palmer's another, you know, suspicious character out there. Suspicious. It's suspicious out there. You're very suspicious. Anyways, let's keep up with Sweetie. Big fake titties. Let's see if we can get some more pictures of Sweetie. There goes Sweetie with her most known relationship with Quavo. Now Quavo's a big simping trick. He out here buying Sweetie all kind of shit. Now, Sweetie, as far as I know, ain't his wife. Look here, people. If you're my girlfriend, you know what I'm never gonna do? I'm not paying your bills. I'm not buying you shit as far as cars and, you know, expensive gifts. No. I'm not buying you none of that. Cause you're not my bitch. You just a bitch. But let me clean up my language. You're not my wife. You are just a woman I'm dealing with for the moment. You're not my wife. Why would I buy you a car? Why would I pay your rent? Why would I pay your bills? And you're not even my chick. You're just a chick I'm dealing with for now. You could up and leave me at any point. Why would, unless I am a goofy simp and you're some high level prostitute who's getting me to trick on her, why would I pay your rent, pay your mortgages, and look here, y'all paying rent for a bitch who doesn't listen to you, who doesn't respect you. All she does is take your money and goes and finds the next simp to simp on her even more, buying her bags, overpriced bags made by homosexual designers. Why the hell would I be doing that? Something mentally wrong with you people. Look at this thing. Look, that's Sweetie, people, right here. Sweetie. What does this look like? This right here. This picture. What does this look like, people? Look like a drag queen. Looks like a drag queen, people. But Quavo's out here with this drag man spending all kinds of money on her. This ain't his wife. They not married. Why would you do that, people? Why would you buy a chick who's not your wife? Why would you be doing any of this stuff? You paying her rent and she's not living with you. She lives at her own house. So wouldn't she be responsible for all her own bills? If she want to be the boss in her life, she want to be the man in the damn relationship, bitch, go be a man. Go do some manly shit. Like go to work. Pay your own damn bills. I'll see you when you want to deal with me, because that's the only time that me and you deal together is when you are submissive and you want to be feminine and you want to come over and have some time with me. But when you leave, you gone. When you out of sight, you out of my mind. At least you should be. Unless you're some simp like Quavo. Crazy. Yeah, I would never pay your bills. Never do none of that shit. Unless you're my wife. And even then, my wife gotta live under my house. She gotta be in my pocket. She gotta be on my time. And that's it. In order for me to do any of that shit. But look at the shoulders. Look at the shoulders on this thing, Sweetie. This thing has enough shoulders for 3 heads, okay? This is a 3-headed dragon right here. Okay? A biological XX chromosome being, shoulders would be nearly half this size less. Okay? And she wouldn't have fake titties. So this right here, it's almost very, very, very easily to spot that this is a drag queen. This right here is a transformer, people. If you can't see that, something is mentally wrong with you. You have delusions that are beyond the normal scope of things. But yeah, oh my God, look at this thing. Look at this pose. Sweetie, Sweetie. Look at this pose from Sweetie, y'all. Y'all see this thing? Right here. It's doing the V, but it don't got a V. Look at it. Look at the V. It's doing this, but it got a very prominent square jawline. Look at that. You can see it. You can see how square that jawline is. Look, Sweetie takes a style risk. And it didn't pay off. The fuck? No, that didn't pay off. It made you look very masculine. Look at those hands. Look how long those fingers are. Holy. Sweetie, Sweetie. No, Sweetie, this is not it. But this is also who, YG is flirting himself around with. And this one is another, what I would call industry transformer. Hand over the eye, letting you know it's down with the get down. And all that type of stuff, clown. So if you didn't know before, you know now. Sweetie, in my opinion, is a Transformer like the rest of them. It's a damn Decepticon. So, did we cover all of YG's dating history? Went over his gang history a little bit. I'm gonna try to do my 1-2 my due diligence and edit this so that y'all could get get all my commentary that I want to get into it. I know I could go on and on and on about this, and I have a lot to say about this. I might even do a part 2 because there is more. Like I really want to dive deeper into that song Tiffany, find out who Chris is. Chris could probably be one of the names to one of his relationships. You know, maybe Kalani. What's Kalani's real name? Is it Kalani? I don't know. What's Sweetie's real name? You know, I think when YG's talking about Tiffany, I believe he's talking about himself. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. It's very telling. We're gonna be doing some more trans investigation soon. I know I've been gone for a while. I've been dealing with my own struggles in life, just taking care of things. I've been working a lot. I've been handling my own issues, grinding, living. Ooh, I needed that, y'all. Ooh. It's very hot where I'm at right now. It's very warm. But yeah, I just needed to show y'all that, man. The trans agenda, especially out in the state of California, is just, it's well known, it's well documented. I believe Tyga, aka Tyga and YG, because look, you can't get Tyga without YG. So I believe Tyga and YG are very known industry plants. I believe that they were transformers created, since birth by this satanic cult that is dominating California as far as Hollywood and so forth. Let me look into California. Let's see if Google will tell us just how many California children transgenders. Because when you go and see these people, they're often talking about transforming kids, transgender kids. See this? I support LGBT youth. Protect trans youth. Okay? How do you think this child is? Okay? Look, meet 3 transgender youth. So this is what's going on in California, people. This is what's going on. Look here, care for trans kids. It's California law. Y'all see that? Y'all see this? So, if you look at the government, especially in California, it's filled to the brim with transgenders. Listen to this. Listen to this, people. California could become refuge for trans kids and their parents. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? So, I don't know who this is. I'm pretty sure this is somebody. This is somebody who is in the government who's pushing bills to normalize, glorify, and push the transgender on all the children in California. This is actually very sad. It's very evil. Look, leave our kids alone. Man, y'all better be doing more than that, man. Cause they're coming, and they're coming, and they're in the offices. They're running the government, and they are going after children, even when they're first born. It's crazy, people. Very crazy, people. So, listen to this. They had to scale back hormone treatments for minors. You see what I'm saying? So at one point, it was even more accessible. It was even more implemented. Hang on. How old? Youngest. I want to know how young is the youngest. How low can they go? Listen to this. There is no official registry or tracking data for transgender children to a specific age for the youngest transgender child in California does not exist. Medical and psychological experts note that the children could begin expressing cross-gender identity and awareness around the ages of 2 and 3. So listen, I believe they're doing it to children right out of the womb. But they're going down, they're going so low, they're starting to transform children. As soon as 2 years old, they get into your child or get into a child. And they're transforming them at that age. Could YG and Tyga and the rest of these dudes be could be that? Very much so. Very, very much so. Wow. So even before you hit teenage years, you can start going through outpatient mental health care starting at 12 years old. Look, whether you're asking about mental health counseling or medical treatment like hormone blockers, it's real broad. But people, I don't believe there is a young. I believe if they're doing it to 12-year-olds, they're doing it to 2-year-olds. Okay? There's not much as far as let's see here. Do taxpayers payers Listen. So, yes, public funds and taxpayer dollars do pay for transgender surgeries and hormone therapy in California. Okay? This is what the funding in California, this is what your tax dollars are going to. Meanwhile, in California right now, there's a massive homeless crisis. California is home to the most, I would say, criminal inflation. It is so expensive to live in California. Most people are living check to check. And if they're not living check to check, most of them are going homeless. The homeless crisis in California is crazy. So instead of housing these people, instead of using resources, all the resources, to stop the pandemic of homelessness in California, they are taking a large portion of those taxpayer dollars and allocating those funds to transgender therapy, transgender surgeries, and they're also, look here, there is no homes for you if you're just a regular person in California. There's no housing that they could do for you. However, if you're transgender, California will give you housing specified for transgenders to put them in transgender communities to protect them from you. I wonder how big this budget is. So listen to this. California legally protects transgender people from housing and shelter discrimination under Fair Employment Act and Housing Act, major rental programs, emergency shelters, and transitional housing options, served unhoused or transitioning transgender. Okay, so listen to this. Listen to this, people. So, because the trans people allegedly been whatever, right? They have their own specific shelters and housing and stuff like that provided to them by the state. So let's see if there's anything. Because I guarantee you, somebody has to notice this, not just me. California does not have a statewide transgender housing program exclusively to out-of-state individuals. Specialized housing such as San Francisco, TGNCI housing, location transitional programs through the Los Angeles LGBT Center, or recovery wellness spaces like the Serenity House are usually funded by local municipalities and regional nonprofits. Okay, these programs prioritize local residents who are unhoused, low income, or facing crisis, rather than excluding everyday California's residents in favor of newcomers. So listen to this, y'all. All right, I can go on and on and on about this, but I'm not. I just want y'all to see that there is a crisis. This is very problematic. People are speaking about it. I heard this before. The transgenders were getting particular aid from the government and other, support for the transgenders, especially in San Francisco. Transgenders and the gay community. They say San Francisco is the gayest place in the United States. Super gay. It's been taken over by the Transformers and gays. The home of the Transformer is San Francisco, California. Let's go over this real fast. What's the last part? I wanted to go over housing crisis. Tight. I should have read that little graph right here. Sheesh, look at this. How big is California's housing shortage? It depends on who you ask. In McKinsey's 2016, they said it was about 3.5 million. LAO or low, whatever, 2015. 2.75 million. I'll put that as an estimate. California HCD reported in 2021 about 2.5 million homeless. 2023, California Housing Partners pushed out that there's about 1.4, let's say about 1.4 million estimate as far as homelessness. People, holy crud. Holy crud. So, humongous, ginormous amount of homeless people. Okay? California is in a housing crisis, people. Listen to this. California housing crisis is driven by severe chronic shortage of housing units, leaving over 55% of renters and over 40% of homeowners cost a burden by spending 30% of their or more of their income on housing. These shortfalls have driven up the median home prices and rent, fueled high rates homelessness, strained to the state's economic policies. Okay? Now, I'm very close at the 30% on my own damn housing. I spend probably about 25 to 30. I'll probably say about at least. I think I put at least 50% of my monthly income to my housing. 50%, people. And then I put another 25% to the financial upkeep of my children, which leaves me with only a 25% of my monthly income to survive month to month. So that means savings out of there, That means activities out of there. You know, I can't really do too much because of my limitations and my restrictions with my income. This is why I haven't been online with y'all making videos and stuff like that, because most of my time I have to reallocate that time to go out here and make more money and find other means to take care of myself and to get myself through the next month, just so I can have a roof over my head and, you know, food in my stomach and be able to be here to take care of my children and to keep my sanity. You know what I'm saying? So this is it's very tight. It's very you know, very stressful. And you know, I've been homeless for a long time, bro. It took me years to get to where I'm at now. So I've been enjoying myself and taking a load off, but even now it's very hard. It's a very deep struggle with where I just came from. I'm talking about sleeping in my car, couch hopping, dealing with very rude and inconsiderate motherfuckers. You know, people treat me in any type of way because I'm in a predicament where, you know, I have no housing. I have no access to funding or enough funding to get into my own place and this, that, and the third. You know, jobs are scarce. You know, I'm fighting cases. You know what I'm saying? I got all kind of shit. And it's like, you know, it's hard to deal with trying to take care of yourself and you got so much shit against you and opposed to you. It's I'm telling you, it's an uphill fight, but so, you know, I gotta keep on fighting as long as I can. So this is why I haven't been doing much videos, because of my own housing crisis experience in this state. And it's not just this state, it's not just California. The United States as a whole is suffering from a housing crisis because of the greed of the United States government. Okay? The greed of the United States government and the ruling class and the ruling elite of this country are systematically oppressing everybody. So you gotta do what you can, stay out of trouble, do not resort to criminal activity, because if you do and they catch you, they're gonna throw the fucking book at you. And they're gonna make sure that you lose every fucking thing. So this is why I don't engage in crime or any of that type of shit. You know, even though the only reason why I would ever consider criminal activity is because of the crimes that are being perpetrated upon me economically. This is why most people get into criminal activities such as selling drugs. You wouldn't be selling drugs if you had enough money to pay your rent. You wouldn't be selling drugs if you had enough money to take care of yourself or take care of your kids. Most people are selling drugs because they feel like that's their only option to make some quick money. You know, a lot of people are out here doing all kind of shit. Even some shit that's possibly way worse than selling drugs, like selling your ass, selling part of your soul. I know bitches out here who are sleeping with men who they don't like, who they don't have no type of want for their relationship with them. They just want some money out these dudes. They sucking and fucking dudes for Birkin bags. Some of them are fucking and sucking people over weed and drugs. Look here, women who engage in that type of activity, that it doesn't stop when you're done having a intimate moment with this guy. That intimate moment will stay with you for the rest of your life. Every single intimate moment you have with a man will stay with you for the rest of your life. Okay? You are exchanging spiritual connection with that person. Rather it's a conscious thing that you're doing or a subconscious thing that you're doing. And, the more, you could go really deep into this, but this is why a lot of y'all are going through what y'all going through, because you're attaching yourself to these demonic entities, these evil people, and they're pumping all this genetic information into you, and you're fucking losing your mind. This is the what's very commonly known in pimp communities, street communities. This is why pimping, especially prostitution and stuff, is so looked down upon, because we know the consequences of those actions. We've seen the long and the end road to that, which is death or imprisonment. So this is not the wave. Fuck that Birkin bag. Fuck them nails. Fuck them eyelashes. Fuck the fake BBL you're trying to get, bitch. Fuck them fake titties. None of that. All that stuff is not worth your life. It's not worth your sanity. It's not worth your relationships with your friends and family over. And I've seen people lose all this stuff for the material nonsense that they're chasing. Beautiful women too. Great artists even. I've been following this one chick lately. She's a young up and coming female rapper who is a biological XX chromosome. Her name is Bree Stacks. She's online. Very, very fine shit. Very fine. However, she's stupid, and she's a junkie, and she sells herself online for sex and other, things so that she can, obtain the mundane. She's chasing the clout. So she's giving it up for a bag. She's giving up a piece of her sexual energy to all these lames, and it's driving her ass crazy. She pretty much lost her relationship with all the family members that mean anything to her. Her mother, her father. Neither one of these motherfuckers really fuck with her because of her toxic behavior. So that's very unfortunate, but that is a reality for most women. And I could go on and on about that, but I'm not, because this is the transvestigation of YG, and I'm done. I could keep on going on and on about that, but like people selling yourself, and look, selling yourself is really selling a part of your soul, and you can only go so far. You only got so many times to play around before you fuck around and get hurt or hurt yourself, and some of this stuff is permanent and even up to death. It's the dog. I'm out.